put Mr. Ernest's luggage in the room next to yours, sir. I suppose that is all right.
What?
Mr. Ernest's luggage, sir. I've unpacked it and put it in the room next to your own.
His luggage?
Yes, sir. 3 portmans, a dressing case, 2 hat boxes, and a large luncheon basket.
I'm afraid I can't stay more than a week this time.
Merriman, order the dog cart at once. Mr. Ernest has been suddenly called back to town.
Yes, sir.
What a fearful liar you are, Jack. I haven't been called back to town at all.
Yes, you have.
I haven't heard anyone call me.
Your duty as a gentleman calls you back.
My duty as a gentleman has never interfered with my pleasures in the smallest degree.
I can quite understand that.
Well, Cecily is a darling.
You're not talking to Miss Cardew like that. I don't like it.
I don't like your clothes. You look perfectly ridiculous in them. Why don't you go up and change? It's perfectly childish to be in deep mourning for a man who would stay with you in your house for a whole week as a guest. I call it grotesque.
Well, you're certainly not staying with me for a whole week as a guest or anything else. You've got to leave by the 4 or 5 train.
I certainly won't leave you so long as you're in mourning. It would be most unfriendly. If I were in mourning, you would stay with me, I suppose. I would think it very unkind if you did.
Well, if I change my clothes, will you go?
If you're not too long. I never saw anybody take so long to dress with such little result.
Well, at any rate, it's better than being always overdressed as you are.
What if I'm occasionally a little overdressed? I always make up for it by being immensely overeducated.
Your vanity is ridiculous, your conduct an outrage, and your presence here in my garden, utterly absurd. However, you've got to catch the 4-5, and I hope you have a pleasant journey back to town. This bum bearing, as you call it, has not been a great success for you.
I think it's been a great success. I'm in love with Cecily, and that is everything. But I must see her before she goes and make arrangements for another bunbury. Ah, there she is.
Oh, I really came back to water the roses. I thought you were with Uncle Jack.
He's going to order the dog off for me.
Oh, is he going to take you for a nice drive?
He's going to send me away.
Then we have to part?
I'm afraid so. It's very painful, Potter.
It is always painful to part from those whom one has known for only a very brief space of time. The absence of old friends one can endure with equanimity, but even a momentary separation from anyone to whom one has just been introduced is almost unbearable.
Thank you.
The dog cart is out the door, sir.
It can wait, Merriman, for 5 minutes.
Yes, miss.
I hope, Cecily, I should not offend you if I state quite frankly and openly that you seem to me to be in every way the visible personification of absolute perfection.
Your frankness does you great credit, Ernest. If you will allow me, I will copy your remarks down in my diary.
You have a diary? May I look at it?
Oh, no. You see, it is simply a very young girl's record of her own thoughts and impressions, consequently meant for publication. When it appears in volume form, I pray that you order a copy. But pray, Ernest, don't stop. I delight in dictating. You have reached absolute perfection. Go on now. Oh, don't cough, Ernest. When one is dictating, one should speak fluently and not cough. Besides, I don't know how to spell a cough.
Cecily, ever since I first laid eyes upon your wonderful and incomparable beauty, I have dared to love you wildly, passionately, devotedly, hopelessly.
I don't think you should say you love me wildly, passionately, devotedly, hopelessly. Hopelessly doesn't seem to make much sense, does it?
Cecily.
The dog cart is waiting, sir.
So to come around next week. Same night.
Yes, sir.